to notice.
Near the microphone.
Oh.
No, it doesn't matter. Like I said, it's fine to have talk. Thank you all for coming again for our second time. Sorry I was away last week, I was sick. Do we want to start with any questions of where we got up to last time, or do you want me to start off from where we left off? Or
I need you to show me.
So,
I watched your video again and I couldn't get it again.
well, I'll recap with how to access OneNote, then maybe we'll go from there of showing features inside it. So, did you know where to find it, Ian, when you opened Office 365?
I've got yours open and I've got
Yeah.
the one I've made open. I
Yeah.
wanted to marry them.
Yeah. Oh, so to copy them over, you need
Yes.
to look at
That's the
that
only
again.
part. So,
All right. No, that's all good. So
but
we'll start with
even
that
if
then.
you show me again, I'll probably.
So you know to open it up from
Yeah.
your OneDrive and
Yeah.
everything like that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And then
Well,
click
so-
on.
And
Yeah.
you'll see here too, seeing
Yeah.
as I haven't opened it on this computer, the red cross means if I make any adjustments or changes, it's not being saved. So remember, if you ever see the
Yeah.
red cross, you want to right click on it and sync this notebook now. And it will ask me to
Oh.
put in my details again, or if I put them in on this computer, which
So
I have.
click on the red.
Yeah, so you right click on the red cross, sync this notebook, because like I said,
Yeah, I did that. I did it at home.
If
Maybe
it
my
stays
computer doesn't do it.
on the red cross, it means it's not changing. So it's only being saved to that computer. So say if you're working on this computer here, then you went to that computer, it wouldn't have saved. It's only saving locally to that computer. So now that it's green there, that means any changes on being made is saving
Yeah.
it all.
I don't
So
think I've
it's
ever seen that on my one.
Mine's
those
got
sign bits.
those, but I
That-
just.
What
wanted to-
device are you using it
Yeah,
on?
that's what mine looks like.
Yeah, it depends on the device that you're using it upon
yeah.
as
Okay.
well. To if it will look like
James,
this.
when I'm trying to sync
Yeah.
one of my, so I've got different folders.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
one specific one, it stays amber and says not syncing.
That would be to do with the connection, so I'll take a look at it because it would be not connecting to the cloud, if that
Right.
makes sense. So
Yeah.
it doesn't know where to do it to.
But
So-
it's odd, it's the same book every
Folder.
time. The other
Yeah.
one is fine.
Yeah.
But this one folder, it just.
I'll take, like I said, I'm happy
Sure.
to take a look at it
Thank
because
you.
I'm not too sure from the answer of
Sure.
just not looking at it. So, and for if you are going to copy it over, so if
Yeah.
you've got the Chitaway one that we
Yeah,
created,
that's what I
and then
wanna
you've
do.
got your own one
Yeah.
here, you come over to it,
Click
you
on the
right-click
Chitaway.
Yep, go
Yeah.
to the master one, right click on it,
Yeah.
select move or copy,
Yeah, I did that.
move or copy, then you select where you're copying it to, so I'm going to copy
Ah.
it to I'll put it to my personal one,
Oh, yeah.
and you select copy, don't select move, because if you move it, no one
Okay.
else will be able to do it. Yeah, it moves it all over. So you want to select copy, now under personal, that section will be there for me.
Okay.
So you find the OneNote, you right click on the section, you select move or copy,
Yep.
you select where you want it to go
Yep.
to in copy.
Copy. All right, I'll try it again.
Any other questions about last session before we move on to, no, all good? Well, I'll get up, whilst I'm doing this, I'll get up my program so you can see it, how I use it as well. So remember, if we wanted to create new sections up the top here, we just needed to click on the little
Yeah. I got
arrow
all
up the
that.
top and that creates a new section. If you want to personalise it, you can right click on it and you can change the colour of it. If you want to put a password protection on it for any reason, you have the ability to password protect a section as well. So that's all about how you create new sections. Over on the side, like we discussed last time, if you wanted to have new pages, you can put pages in the section. Whilst I'm loading my one up over here, so I can show you how I use my sections. So remember, if you're opening it from your OneDrive, you select open in OneNote as well. Open, and it will take a few minutes probably for mine to load because it's quite a bigger file. And it's going to lag. Just think whilst we're doing this, if you have any questions or anything.
I could do all that except get them to marry.
The move and copy. But you will be after today, and I'm sure of it.
Okay.
I
Oh, and the
have
other
faith.
thing, I know the other thing I had trouble with, I already had it on a Word document at home on my PC,
Yeah.
and I was trying to copy it from my Word document onto that.
Yeah, or do you mean insert the Word document
Yeah,
into
and I
it?
inserted it, and I did both ways that you showed us.
Yeah.
but it wouldn't let me edit it.
Alright, we'll have another look at that then when
But I don't know
mine
what I was
stopped.
doing wrong.
No, you're not doing anything wrong.
And I put both up on the screen, the little icon and then the full
Yeah,
document.
you did the insert, the attach
Yeah.
file and insert
Yeah,
file
both,
print out.
and I
Yeah.
couldn't edit any of it.
No.
But that's what I'm-
Like
Are
I
you
said,
meant to be able to? Because what I've been doing is
Yeah.
editing the document separately in Word and then
Oh, have you?
reattaching that one. But are you meant to be able to
No.
edit
Yes,
it?
you
yeah,
can.
yeah. So that's say because that will take too much
Yeah,
time.
that's what I was.
Well, I
Once-
go around the houses sometimes.
Yeah. So once mine is going to cooperate and load in here, I'll show you how it's meant to work effectively. I'm just patiently waiting for it to load.
I'll do. How many kids? You have.
No, I've got
Altogether.
they're all together.
There's
There's 6.
Oh.
Sorry, I should have had it loaded before. but-
Technology is great when it works.
No, yeah.
It's in the library because mine and Maureen's are so slow all the time.
Yeah. No,
To
like I
load.
said, it would just take you 2 minutes because my file, I'm trying to open my OneNote onto here and mine's a big file, so it takes just a little few minutes when you open it for the first time on a computer. Here we go.
Okay.
Is this the one you shared with us?
Yeah, so that's the one I shared, the Chittaway Bay, but I'm loading my program up to show you how I set everything out. That might provide ideas.
I wish I could bring my computer out here and do it. More doing it. I can't even.
I get my kids to cross their arms, cross their legs, cross their fingers.
I
cross
know,
their-
they're so used
They all
to
sit
it.
there like this.
Please work.
How's Glenn?
He can sleep today, so he's probably all right. Flynn did exactly the same thing. I saw it and I went, oh, I know what you're going through.
Yeah, it's on a model before.
Flynn's was a magnetic one.
Mum's one, it's the 2 you don't have.
Yeah,
My
Yeah.
apologies for wasting your time at the
No,
moment.
that's okay.
It's alright, not your fault.
It's our technology.
Mm.
What do we need to do to rectify this, James?
Well, to rectify this one, I should have just been more organised and had it open already. But for
On the
this
long
one
run.
here, where's your well, you've got an access point up there, so there's nothing more that you can really do. They're to strengthen it, because they're the old access points,
Yeah.
we could get a new access point. Because they're the older ones.
Yeah. It seems to be in here
But it
because
shouldn't be
if
taken
we
this
open
long.
too many tabs on our ones in there, oh, it just takes forever. Mine's a little bit better than Maureen's, but yeah.
I don't have Wi-Fi in though.
You don't have Wi-Fi. Oh.
Don't you?
None of the iPads connect. No. There's a thing that's meant to have Wi-Fi.
I've got Wi-Fi, but my iPads don't connect half the time anyway.
Yeah.
I'm happy to come take a look at them because there's to do with the new proxy that the department put in place that makes it harder. So there's just something you need to tick. So I'll come
Oh,
over and see if
awesome.
it's ticked.
Good.
Yes, please.
Here we go. All right. So this is my program up here. So I've basically the same way as the Chittaway Bay one. I've got the same tabs up here. So in my school admin section, you can see over here, I've got a lot of pages
Yeah.
there, but don't stress about my pages. My pages will look a little bit different to yours. How you've used the sub pages here, so
Yeah, I knew. Yeah.
when it's light purple over on the side,
Yeah.
that means that they're
There's
sub
another
pages. When
sub-page.
they're dark purple, that means they're proper pages.
How do
that they're
you
there.
create pages?
Just
So-
click on it.
To make it a sub-page, so say if my diagnostic assessment here, if I wanted to make that a sub-page to go along with my IEPs, etc.,
Yeah.
I'd right-click on it and go
Yes.
make sub-page,
Oh.
and now that's a
awesome.
sub-page as part of that,
Yeah.
and I can get rid of
Yeah.
it.
Great.
So now I
think
don't
that
want
much.
this to be a sub-page, so I can right-click on it, promote sub-page, and now it becomes a normal page there.
Yeah.
So going back to with inserting documents, etc. in there. So if I wanted to insert a document in here, I'd come to the insert button
Yeah.
and attach file like we looked
Yeah.
at. And we'll come to whatever I'll insert English early stage
Okay.
1.
Yeah, I did that.
And
And
then
then it
now
comes
that
up
you're
like-
in there, so if I went and made any changes to this document, I don't need to do it outside,
Yeah.
but I'll make the changes inside here. So I double click here,
Yeah.
come make my changes to this document. So say it was
So
my
it wouldn't open
program
for me.
and I wanted to check off when I did this, week 4, whatever, week 5, and now same thing, I can just right click and say yes, I want to save it.
See, my
So
little
now
one
when
like
I
that,
open this,
yeah.
it saved it there to it. So if I double click and open this again, it will have week 4, week 5 in it.
Mine wouldn't open when I double clicked.
Goodness, you might have been doing something wrong.
I
No,
think
I don't
I
know.
was.
Yeah. Theoretically, it should be doing it, but
Okay.
yeah. So if you're attaching the file, this is now your file here. You
Yeah.
don't go into your documents
Yeah.
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
you saved it before
Yeah.
because that's not going to save it.
If I've attached it under that prints.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if I come insert file printout.
Yeah. Does that still work?
Yeah. So say.
Can you edit it then? You can still edit
Yeah,
it.
you can still edit it.
Yeah,
so I'll
that's-
show you the difference.
That's where I'm at. Yeah.
Let's go. Let me find some
Yeah, I
documents.
got all that
Computer.
done, but it wouldn't let me edit it. I'm doing something wrong.
I didn't think I could edit it when I did that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I remember he said we could, but I must be doing something
So I'm
wrong.
just inserting
Yeah.
any random lesson here. This
Yeah.
is inserting it as a file printout.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
when
I
it
did
comes
that
as the
too.
file printout,
Yeah.
I can still edit it. So I double click on here.
On the second one.
Yeah, the second. So the file that's here, I don't double click here to edit
That's
it.
what I did.
Ah.
Okay. Because if I'm just double clicking
Yeah.
on
Oh
it
no, I was
here,
still trying on the actual document, but
Yeah,
maybe so. I possibly
wasn't.
right click, so it's a double click.
because it's just when you insert it as a file printout, it's just inserting it as a picture. It's
Yeah,
taking a
yeah, yeah.
screenshot and putting it in.
So
Right.
why have you now got a second tile?
This one.
Yeah.
Because I inserted this document. This was just the English
Right,
one I
right,
was
right.
playing around with, and I've just inserted this to show you the file printout.
So you've got to.
Right.
Double click.
So
on
to
the
edit
actual-
it.
Yep, I've got to double
on
click.
that.
So
yeah.
double click. Okay. I
Okay.
want it to open.
Ah, that's right.
And now,
yeah, okay.
if I wanted to change
Yeah.
this,
Yeah. I
you
get
know,
it.
whatever change I wanted to do.
I
Got
was trying to edit the picture.
And now you
So was I.
hit the
I
X
was
button.
right clicking, so
and
you
save
can
it
get it right in a
again.
variety of ways.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now with this,
Ah.
on the newer version of OneNote, because like I said, this is on Windows 7,
Yeah.
you'll get something down here saying, and depending if you're using Surface Pros or whatever device,
Yeah.
this document has been updated, right click to refresh it. So
Yes.
it doesn't do it on the old version of OneNote because this
No.
is 2010. If you're using OneNote 2016,
Yeah.
you'll get something down the bottom saying, this document has been updated, right click to refresh it. What that
Right.
means is it will refresh the pictures.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's not going to refresh the document, it will
Ah,
refresh the pictures,
okay.
so the pictures then match the document there.
Yeah.
So if I open this document, it will still have that yellow highlight there that I
Yeah.
did, okay, but it doesn't update it on the pictures.
Yeah. Okay.
Because this is an older version of OneNote, if I'm using the newer version,
Yeah.
it would give me a little message.
Got
I'd
you.
choose right click, refresh this printout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this OneNote, because it's the older one, it doesn't have that feature
Ah,
there.
Okay.
But that's the biggest thing. If you've inserted a document, you just double click on it, you work on it, you just save it still. You don't save as, because save as creates a new copy, you just hit
Ah,
save.
okay.
So you never want to select save as, because that's saving a document
double.
in somewhere
Yeah.
else. So you always
Ah.
select save.
I was trying to edit that picture.
Yeah.
That's why it wasn't working.
So that's the
Must have missed that
easiest
sentence.
thing to do with that.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
That's yeah. All right.
What's,
that's
is there
good.
any other question? What are people struggling with at the moment? What can't you do that's
That's-
holding you back?
I got that, so I'm
That-
up to that stage.
Yeah.
Thank you. That solved my problem.
I think
Louise,
just
Beck, Cheryl, is there anything that's holding you back at the moment? And there's like, oh, how do I do this?
How do you register?
So how I register? So I'll come over to here. Where's one? I'm scroll up. I'm just gonna delete this because this is my real program. So I'll get
Yeah.
So if I come to my mathematics, week 5, it hasn't updated yet. So oh no, here it is. I just double click on the evaluation and register. So I don't come into the document and do it. I could double click and come in and do it, but I just write a comment down the bottom of students were competent, Marley was away. So I just double click under where I'm meant to do. So for Friday today,
okay.
I'd write 2nd of the 3rd and just write a brief comment. But you could choose, Ben,
Could you put
to
that-
double click the document and open it and do it in there. But I just do it.
over the top, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
So you can highlight it as well, can't
Yeah,
you?
yeah, so if I
I've
wanna
been
doc-
using that. And have you seen the tag? I've been using the tag feature where you can create like a
Over
checkbox
here, yes.
tick thing, so
This
that you
one?
can tick stuff off.
Yeah, the to-do list
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
import and how you can highlight things. Yeah.
Can you show us that, please?
So if I was coming over here,
You, Alison?
because some people use the class admin as well as putting like their daily day books on there as well, of just an overview of what they do each day. I don't use that, I use Smart Notebook. But say if today was Friday, 2nd of 3rd, you know, I've got learning and support team meeting, meeting something else, whatever, and you wanted to come to your home tab and you wanted to go to-do list, and you put a to-do thing and you can just click it off. Or if you wanted to highlight something as important, you can put important next to it and it just creates tags.
If you right click, it will automatically give you an option, or it does on mine anyway. So if you're in there and you hadn't put the tag on there and you just right click, it comes up with tag or important or...
Yeah, and also if you wanted to find tags in your thing, so say if you tagged a lot of things as a to-do list, you can right click on it and say find tags, and seeing as I don't have any tags, it's not going to come up for me, but it would come up with all my to-do tags in there so I could review them. So that's just an option. I haven't used the to-do list or the important, but it's just how different people want to use it. It's just a function within the program.
There's kids banging that door again. It will be.
Any other questions about the function of it, or things that people would like to know more about?
What's the next?
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Sorry,
go
I've
on.
got a question.
Yeah.
I had a book folder, whatever, that I then decided I didn't need. I moved stuff out of it, and it's still there. It won't
Does it
go.
Which one? Like a section or a page?
No, an actual whole
A
document.
document.
And basically I deleted the document,
Yeah.
but I can still see it. But when I click on it, it just says error.
So what I
being
would do
broken.
there,
It's just annoying me that it's sitting there.
is there anything on that page that you need? So say I'm on this page here. Is there anything on that page you need?
It's an entire document that I just want
It's
the
a
whole
whole
thing gone.
OneNote.
It's a whole
Program.
OneNote.
Oh, a whole
file.
OneNote program.
Yeah.
Oh, like one of these over on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what you can do
Oh,
is you
yeah, I've
right
got one
click
of
on
those.
the side and you go,
I can't read it.
where is it? Close this notebook and it will get rid of it.
Okay, cool.
So you right click, close this. So if I don't want this one to show up anymore, I right click, close this notebook,
Do you
gone.
mean like
Okay.
Ah,
So
okay.
it's no longer there.
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Because when you click on it, it doesn't link anywhere.
No.
But I just,
Yeah, so
I
say
just
with
don't
that
like
one,
seeing it.
that one I've closed, it's still going to be there on my OneDrive,
Okay.
but it's not going to come up over here.
How do you get rid of it on your OneDrive?
If you wanted to delete it completely, you would have to open your OneDrive. So if I came back to here,
Because I had the same problem.
Okay. Yeah.
I've got 10 sitting there.
and you'd come into OneDrive, you'd find where the document is, and you're just going to right click on it, but I'll have to find one let's say...
You don't have to go through with it, James. Just
No, but yeah, say if you wanted it, you'd then right click on the one,
Yeah.
and then you would come to delete, and that would delete the whole notebook completely.
Right. Okay.
But if you just wanted it removed from your over the side there temporarily, so it doesn't come up and it's not annoying. If you want to delete the whole file, you then just go to your OneDrive.
So if
to delete
you
it.
just removed it from site and then you wanted it back, you just do a
I'd
reverse.
then
You
go
into
back
that
to my
OneNote.
OneDrive and choose. I'd click on it and go open in OneNote
Sure.
now, and it would come back up. Any other features? So I'll see if it comes up over here.
I get the pages and all that and adding and all that. That's okay.
So this is how I do my day plan as well
Okay.
on here. So I insert an Excel spreadsheet and it updates it in there, and I just double click
Me too.
open on my Excel spreadsheet. And if anyone's interested in the performer, I just have my weeks
Oh,
down
yes,
the bottom.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yes,
great.
please.
And then I write it there. And if there's any, like I said, I don't use it too much for that stuff down the bottom because I'm
Yeah.
taking notes elsewhere for that.
Do you actually ever create a document in OneNote?
Like, what?
Like that?
Yeah, but, oh no I don't because I insert the
You
document
yeah.
into it. So you create all your documents through your other one, PowerPoint,
Yeah,
Excel,
okay.
and then OneNote's just like storing all your
Yeah.
files there
Yeah.
and making it easier to access. So, like I said, I can send that out to you.
Oh, yeah,
I
that'd be good.
create one for each term.
Great.
And like I said, if I make any changes in it, so for example, if I was putting a date in here, whatever it is going to be, the support team meeting, same thing, I hit X, I hit save, and now it will be saved in there. So,
okay.
like I said, it inserts my spreadsheet there and I open it to edit it. What else? That's the main, like I said, it's very simple. Once you get your head around it, it's
Yeah.
just, you use it
Yeah.
to insert and store files. It's just the functionality
It's
of
just-
how to learn how to navigate around it, which
Yeah.
is the time thing. But once you know how to navigate around it, it's just a simple thing to store files all
It's
in
just
one
your
place.
it's your hard copy you usually
Yeah,
have.
that's right. So, any other questions and we can finish up nice.
No, that's good. I think
Like I said,
hopefully you've
see, nice and
answered-
simple. We did it in 1.5 sessions.
Yeah.
You're all experts now.
All right.
Like I said, any questions you have, like if there's
When
just
you coming to my office?
an amber light on your OneNote or little things like that, just call me and I'm happy to show you to get it. Because once you guys all know how to use it, then you can, when others are interested, you guys become the experts and you can show them
Yeah,
in your stage how to use it. So,
don't have that
Get right on.
expert.
but like I said, if you have any problems, come and let me know. So I can help fix it. Don't go, oh, there's a problem, I'm not going to use it now. Well, come ask me, I'll show you how to do it. Then you can show others if
That was me
you
last.
face the problem.
I'm
Yeah.
not using it until.
Thank you, Jane.
Thank
No
you.
worries.
very
Thank
much,
you.
Jane.
Nice and easy.
Well, I might try and do that now, and then I can ask
Yeah,
you
get it
before
up
you-
there.
while you're here.
Me?
I have to save my sick days for when like I'm dying.